let's do my wash and go as I discuss that I'm 26 years old and I'm having an identity crisis. Y'all, my life has been, not even my life, my 20s. My 20s have been kind of super shitty, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, everybody was like so fucking excited. We were all so excited to be grown. Listen to the adults when they tell you, don't rush it, it's ghetto as fuck. They didn't use those words exactly, but you know what I'm saying. Girl, it is, my 20s have been so bad. It makes me sad, honestly. And like, I'm always like the kind of person to be like, oh my god, I'm pushing 30, like damn, I'm getting old. But low key, I feel like, you know what they say about when you turn 30, you're 30, flirty and thriving or whatever the fuck. But like, low key, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be 30, flirty and thriving, only flirting with my man, of course. But you know what I mean. So I just feel like my 20s have been so shitty. I've been such a lost soul since I turned 20 years old. Let's talk about it. Let's go through the fucking list, bro. My eyesight has been declining since I turned 20. My period symptoms have been insane. I used to never ever, this has nothing to do with my identity crisis, but like, I'm just telling you how my life has changed drastically since I turned 20. I've been 20 for 6 years. If that makes sense, I'm technically a 6-year-old adult. Like, let's be for real. Huh? And it shows. It shows. Like, girl. Anyway. But yeah, so you know what they say about like when I mentioned this in my last video about our frontal lobe, bro. Your frontal lobe develops when you turn 25, right? That's what they say, you know, whatever. It's like a joke on social media and stuff. But so yeah, I turned 25. And 25 was probably one of the worst years ever in my 20s. And I didn't know I can top that because 22 and 23 were pretty shitty. Like, super shitty. I thought 22 was the worst year of my fucking life. But then here comes big old bad 25. I just had to fuck shit up. But don't get me wrong though, 25, just as bad as it was just as good though. I met my man.
Thank you to my man! Thank you to my man!
At 25 years old, and he is the best thing that ever happened to me. So that, like I said, just as bad as it was just as good, and I only have him to thank for that, like for real. Thank you. If you're watching this, I love you. My frontal lobe did not develop at 25. It developed the last 2 months of me being 25, and then now I'm 26. So like now I'm like maybe like 3 months. 3 months of being 25. January 6th. That's when I turned 26. So happy belated to me. I feel like I just had a very rude awakening about my life and where I'm at, what I should be doing, and the things that I have done that had just completely took me off my path. Y'all see the curls though, like y'all see them? Y'all see the curls and shit like that? Let me try to think of an analogy to put it this way, right? Okay, so this is really random, and honestly I can't relate to this analogy, but I know people who can relate to this analogy and people who have experienced this, so that's why I'm going to say it to y'all right now, right? So, you know, just a really obese person or a really overweight person looks in the mirror or looks at a picture of themselves that a friend took and showed them, and they look at themselves and they're like, oh my god, like, oh hell no, like this is not it, never again. And they see that picture, and that picture was enough to fuel their ass in the gym, to work out and eat right, to lose the weight, and then they fucking change their whole life and shit just because that one picture, they absolutely hated what they saw in the mirror. They absolutely hated what they seen in the picture. So that was what it took for them to really grind in the gym and lose the weight, and they lose the weight and they're happy, right? That's kind of like what I'm feeling right now. Like, I'm like, I don't have the mirror, like I don't need to look in the mirror and physically see myself and be like, ew bitch. It's mentally and emotionally that I look at myself and I look at my past since I turned 20. I feel that way. I'm like, oh, holy shit, ew. Oh my god, what the fuck have I been doing? Girl, what? Like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you were hanging out with these people doing these things. Girl, so technically how I feel about my past is my overweight picture. That's the best way I can describe it. And you know, some people it takes them a lot longer to learn these lessons in life and want to change their life around and be a better person and be successful and finally accomplish the goals that they set out for themselves. And that's okay, you know. It took me 25. I wish it took me a lot sooner, but you know, I was a dumb kid. Excuses, bro. Those are fucking excuses, but it is what it is. You are a product of your environment, and unfortunately that's not an excuse, but like that's kind of my reality. I looked at the picture, I looked in the mirror, I don't like what the fuck I see, right? So it kind of forced me into an identity crisis. I literally would cry and have crippling anxiety about my life and what the fuck it's been. I would beat myself up about my past, and there's people that are gonna be like, the past is the past, don't beat yourself up. Like, there used to be this mantra that I would say, so stupid, bro. Well, it's not a stupid mantra, but I would say it like 3 years ago, and when I was 23, but still doing stupid shit. So bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, it's don't be a prisoner to your past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence, right? Which is super facts. Like, oh my god, yes, like my past isn't, I don't want to be a prisoner to my past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. Things are only lessons if you learn from them, bro. Mistakes are only mistakes if you never do them again. You know what I mean? Like, girl, I was just such a dumb ass. And I have like no choice but to, I'm being hard on myself, but like, girl, I feel like I was never hard enough on myself, and that's why I was fucking doing dumb shit, because I wasn't hard on myself in the right ways. I'm being hard on myself, calling myself names and being mean to myself and being real with myself. I wasn't being hard on myself in the right way as far as getting my ass to work and focus on my dreams and goals, bro. I was hard on myself with for the wrong things. I don't even know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me in my head. Girl, oh my god. And it just leaves me in such a state of, I'm like, I don't even know what fucking state, but I am stressed all the time. I cry all the time randomly about my fucking life and my choices that I've made and like regrets. And I always said, like, don't live life in regrets, but like, yo, I fucking have regrets, bro. It is what it is, like, you know what I mean? So on my Instagram, I made a post, like I wrote like a letter. This will probably clear things up a little bit too, because your girl's a little all over the place, very frantic right now. But pretty much I wrote a letter on my Instagram. Boom. I said, becoming truly self-aware feels like holding up a mirror and finally seeing the parts of myself I've ignored for too long. That's what I told John at the beginning. Confronting toxic traits I once justified, patterns of defensiveness, avoidance, and fear-driven decisions that have impacted my relationships and sense of self. This clarity has thrown me into an identity crisis. Girl. Making me question who I am behind the habits and roles I've held onto. It's unsettling but necessary, pushing me to reevaluate and change so many aspects of my life. Growth feels so uncomfortable and slow, but it's the only way to become the woman I want to be. And I've learned that at 26 and feel so grateful. The frontal lobe really be frontal lobing, period. XOXO Abby. But yeah, that right there pretty much sums it all up. That's what this video is. I should have read that from the fucking beginning, yo. My ADHD be so insane. But pretty much that right there, bro, like my actions, my habits, my fucking brain, it was just, it's not developed. Like, your girl, oh my god, I just want to punch myself in the face. I would literally justify my actions and I would convince myself that I had no toxic traits. And I'm not a toxic person, 100%. No, I'm not a toxic person, but I've had toxic traits. Like, I definitely, I feel like, you know, we're all a little bit toxic. Like, be for real. Don't be like me and be fucking in denial. Like, oh,
I don't slash people's tires. I'm not crazy. I'm not toxic because I don't fucking pick fights with people and I don't go around punching on people.
I don't know why I put toxic and aggressive together, because I'm not an aggressive person. Like, I've never been in a fight. I would never slash a man's tires. Like, girl, men have been insane to me and crazy, but I would never like slash their tires or fucking curse them out or show up to their doorstep and vandalize their homes. I don't know why I put those two together. That is not all that toxic is. And I'm, you know, I learned that now. But, you know, people probably watching this like, girl, really? Really, Abby? Yes, really. That it was my life. I was convinced that I was not toxic and I don't have toxic traits, and I'm just so, you know, my mom raised me to be such a good, I am a nice person, like, you know. My mom raised me to be a good person and shit. Like, she never put like evil in my heart, in my spirit. Like, I definitely don't have an evil spirit, an evil heart, and wish people ill will and none of that shit. But that does not mean that a person cannot be a little toxic. So I have realized that my traits and things that I've done and things that I've said are, you know, toxic. And I'm like, holy shit, bro, like, that shit great. Not bad things, but I would just be doing things I'm not supposed to be doing, and I'll try to justify it to make myself feel better about doing them. Does that make sense? Like, girl, what? Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. Wow, this took a turn. I went from very like hype, like, yo, I'm crazy, to like, oh shit, I'm sad. But see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about though. Like, oh my god, this is growth. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. This is growth, right? You know, crying, talking it out, being aware of it, realizing it, trying to do something about it, and that's where I'm at right now. Whew. Anyway, but I don't know why I felt like I wanted to cry when I said I'm exhausted, but like it's so exhausting being me. Like I'm exhausted, bro. My brain, you guys see how frantic I am and how insane my ADHD is. I don't even know if y'all could tell that much, but shit, bro. I have ADHD, insane, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. But I feel like I know I'm on the right path. Okay, I have somewhat got myself together now, so anyway, like I was saying, it was exhausting being that person to justify shit. It's exhausting to be self-aware of the fact that I was the type of person to justify my fucking actions and not take accountability like I thought I would tell myself I'm taking accountability. Girl, I'm delusional. I was delusional. That's crazy. It's crazy, bro. These fucking revelations or whatever are insane. It's deadass like I got hit by a truck, bro. Life hit me like a truck. Not even about regular adult shit like fucking paying bills and like taxes, not even that. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about me as a person, my values, my habits, my characteristics, my style, the way I carry myself, like every fucking thing, anything that has to do with me as a human being, bro. My brain, my heart, my health, my body, like whoo. It feels like I've been hit by a truck, bro, with all these self-realizations. Like, it's insane. It's like I'm hella woke. I'm hella #woke, bro. Probably watching this like, damn, Abby, like, I had no fucking idea. Well, because, you know, we post the highlights on social media. Not everybody wants to fucking post the fact that they're having an identity crisis. Not everybody's gonna fucking talk about how toxic they are and shit. But I don't know, like I said, YouTube is my little diary and stuff. And I want to be like open just in case there's people who also deal with the same shit. Like we can hang out and kiki and just help each other out, yo. Because life is fucking hard. On top of everything I just said, there's so much more shit that we have to deal with as human beings on this planet. Especially if you live in America. In the midst of them playing with our feelings and emotions, bro, you think I'm going through an identity crisis, so how dare you make me feel like we're gonna ban TikTok just to give it back to us 12 hours later, bitch? Bro, they got me fucked. You know what? I'm grateful though. We got TikTok back. We got TikTok back. But that fucking emotional roller coaster was not needed. I have enough emotional roller coasters, bitch. Like, damn, I didn't mean. This is not what I meant by I love roller coasters, because I love me a good roller coaster, but not the emotional one. So I don't appreciate that. Girl, you see my fucking brain. You see my brain. You see how exhausting it is? It's fucking insane, bro. Like, it's insane. But anyway, y'all, you know, when people ask you, oh, so tell me about yourself, and you blank, and then you start saying, like, what you like in hobbies or whatever, like, no, bro. I want you to ask me that and me be 100% confident, and I'll tell you about myself and who the fuck I am, and no one can ever take that away from me because I know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that. I don't feel that way. I don't want to just sit there and tell them my hobbies. I want to tell them who the fuck I am. I want to be able to walk into a room and people be like, oh shit, like, damn, that bitch has her shit together, like from top to bottom, bro, inside and out. In and out, bro. I want that shit to radiate off of me. I kind of talked about that, like I said in my other video, but process of this all is hard. But you know what? It's like very rewarding and kind of happy at the same time, because once you're aware, there's no going back. There's no going back, bro. Once you're aware, once you're fully self-aware. I thought I was self-aware. No, bro, I was fake self-aware. I thought I was aware like 3 years ago. And you know what I told myself? You want to know what I would tell myself about like the stupid shit? I'm in my 20s. That's what our 20s are for. Honestly, I don't know if there's people like in their 30s or 40s watching this, but if you are watching this, what the fuck? Why do people your age always tell people in their teenage years, in their 20s too, oh, 20s are to fuck up? I mean, I'm sure that's not what you want to do, but that's probably what will happen. But like the way that they said it to me growing up, it's like, oh, your 20s are supposed to be fun and stupid and hanging out with your friends and doing dumbass shit and whatever. And then when you're older, that's when life gets all serious and you have kids and you have a husband or a wife and you get a house. Like, nobody. Why the fuck y'all told me that? Because that was what I was saying to myself to justify my fucking actions. I'd be like, I'm not 20, man. This is what this shit is for. Girl, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? fuck? Like, no thanks. Wrap up this video, at least this portion of it. This road is gonna be a lonely road. Oh my god, let me tell you, this is insane too. Like, let me hold on real quick. My cousin texted me last night, and this just goes to show a lot. I'm about to, I feel like I want to cry again. Nah, I want to read to y'all what my cousin texted me literally yesterday, like out of nowhere. That's my bitch. We go together real bad. She said, "Hey twin, I just want you to know that I'm extremely proud of your growth this past year. I see it. It's all about elevating and continued growth. You keep pushing fucking through and live your life unapologetically and authentically. You hear me? Block out the outside noise and you do you. Do what makes you happy. You will lose friends along the way and that's okay. Next, I'm your biggest fan. I'm always a call away. Keep fucking pushing through. You got this. I love you to the moon and back. 2025 is yours, baby. I'm in my feelings today, but for real, keep pushing and don't look back." Bro, cause what the fuck, bro? Like, why did she send that to me? Like, so random. Literally yesterday at 6:14 p.m. bro. What the fuck? That was so fucking sweet. Like, that's the shit that I needed, for real. I'm not gonna lie though, people around me have noticed and will comment on it. They're like, "Oh my god, Abby, I'm so proud of you. You've made so much changes. You're growing, like you're glowing." Like, yes, bitch, growing and glowing all 2025. You hear me? But like actually, because everybody fucking says that, but like, your girl's actually growing and glowing and people have noticed. But they don't see all like the sad parts. They don't see me crying. They don't see me stressed the fuck out. They don't see me with crippling anxiety. They just see like the, you know, the happy moments. I mean, I guess as they should, right? Like, I don't want to show everybody all those vulnerable ass moments. That's not for everybody. Thanks for listening to me rant about my fucking identity crisis that I'm having at 26 years old. Alright, I don't know what I'll post next, but thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah. I'll share my world with you if you want to make sure time.